This is our video for 3.1b, which really goes with our Wednesday lesson, so 9:16, or our Thursday lesson, 9:17. So just as a quick reminder on here, if we have the closed circle, that can be a greater than or an equal to, or a less than or an equal to. It is the equal to part that tells us we have the closed circle. Versus if we have the open circle when we're doing our number line, that's our greater than or our less than. It's the non-including of the equal part. All right, so let's think about some story problems. The fish tank temperature must be set to above 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Write an inequality to show this. All right, so if the fish tank has to be above 77, that means it's not including 77 because it just says above. So we want everything above or larger than 77. So again, you can use whatever variable or letter you want. It needs to be above, so greater than. It does not tell us it can be 77, so we're skipping the equal to part, and we would put 77. Okay? If we had to represent this on a number line, we can put 77 in the center. Again, 2 above, 2 below. All right, and on there we would have an open circle and again numbers above. Second one, minimum wage in Washington is $11. Oops, I should put the dollar sign, and 75 cents. Write an inequality to show this. All right, so if I had to pay an employee $11.75, and that's the minimum amount that I can pay them, that means, again, pick whatever variable you want. It has to be above that. But this time I can put the equal to part because I can pay him exactly $11.75 if that's the minimum wage. All right, so there's the inequality. If I were to do a number line on this one, probably what I would do is go ahead and put 11 and 12 in the center. And again, just a little bit below. And when I put my circle on there, I would put it very close to 12, but not quite at it. This time, make sure it's closed and then greater than. Sam has $22 and is buying art supplies. Each box of paint costs $4.10. Write and solve the inequality. All right, so Sam's going to spend his $22. He's going to be buying a bunch of paint boxes. So let's see. If each paint box costs $4.10, so $4.10 per paint box. Again, you can use whatever letter you'd like. He has $22 to spend, so that means he has to stay below the $22. Now, if he has $22, he could spend exactly $22 as well. So I'm going to put the line underneath. All right, so we did that part. We wrote the inequality. Now we have to solve it. So in order to solve this, we need to divide both sides by $4.10. Probably you'd be grabbing your calculator at this point, which is fine. And we would get x is less than or equal to 5.365, blah, 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 blah. Now, thinking about what this question is actually asking us. Can Sam buy part of a paint box? Okay, long pause for you to think. No, he either buys the box of paint or he doesn't. Okay, so we're actually going to write our answer as x is less than or equal to 5 on this one because you can't buy part of a paint box. Okay, now we solved our inequality. One other thing to think about on here is yes, our numbers are 5 or less than 5. But you can't actually go into the negative. So what I want to bring up on a question like this is he could buy 0 paint boxes, or he could buy all the way up to 5. Closed circle on both of these. He can buy anything in between there. He could buy no paint boxes if he goes in there. Maybe he doesn't like the colors or the setups or the size or whatever it may be. But he can go all the way up to 5, including 5. And so all his numbers, his actual solutions, if we were talking about this in class, would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Because again, he can't buy part of a paint box because of the type of this question. Don't assume that every story problem has to be whole numbers. It really just depends on the situation. So take a look at it. Make sure you read it after you solve to decide, am I rounding? Do I not have to round? What does this look like? All right, last question. Let's just practice the solving. So I need to get the x by itself. So I'm going to minus 45, minus 45. All right, 61 minus 45 is 16 is less than 2x. So divide both sides by 2. Looks like I have 8 is less than x. All right, now the only thing that I don't really like about how this answer is set up, and we talked about it in class, is your variable needs to be written first. So if I rewrite my variable first, it really should be x, alligator mouth is pointing towards it, so still pointing towards it, is greater than 8. Okay, x is greater than 8. Again, a quick little check on my number line. There's 8, 9, 10, 7, and 6. Whoops, not the negative. Open circle, since there's no equal to, and numbers greater than it. Okay, so again, this one is just a reminder that we don't like our answers when the variable is on the right side. We like it when the variable is written on the left side for our final answer.